Welcome back, friends and frenemies. Tonight, the world brings us stories so absurd that even a quantum computer would crash trying to process them.
From mutant rodents in Britain, to zombie bunnies in America, to science fair, where kids learn why their soup explodes.
And of course, chaos reigns as always, drones, storms, and pizza submarines.
If you thought logic was still in charge of this planet, spoiler alert, it's not. Buckle up, here we go.
In Britain, scientists discovered a rat the size of a house cat. A legit monster rat, not just the kind you see running out of a Subway sandwich shop at 2 a.m.
And across the pond, in the US we've got rabbits infected with a virus that basically turns them into zombie bunnies. They're aggressive, unstoppable, and absolutely not the Easter vibe kids were promised.
Fantastic! The world was short on nightmares, so now we've got Ratatouille XXL and Watership Down, the Walking Dead edition.
Imagine the crossover. The rats learn to cook, the rabbits crave brains, and together they open a horror-themed Olive Garden. Unlimited breadsticks, but you might lose a finger.
Honestly, Hollywood's already calling. This is the perfect pitch for the next blockbuster, Rats vs. Rabbits Apocalypse.
I just hope we don't live long enough to watch the sequel. Humans vs. Mutations. And spoiler, humans don't win.
Somewhere right now, Mother Nature is sitting back with popcorn going, yeah, let's see how you deal with this one.
At this rate, survival of the fittest just means whoever owns the biggest flamethrower. In Vilnius, Lithuania, they held actual swimming competitions for corgis. Yes, the short-legged, low-shaped dogs.
So, basically, bred with ears doing the doggy paddle.
And they did. These tiny heroes splashed their way across the pool while the internet collectively squealed.
Honestly, I'd pay more to watch that than the Olympics. Forget Michael Phelps, give me Winston the Corgi in the 100-meter belly flop.
Imagine the podium ceremony. Gold medal, silver medal, and for bronze a snack. Because, let's face it, that's the only reason corgis swim.
And somewhere, the Queen's ghost is watching like, finally, my dogs have their own Olympics.
Still more entertaining than men's water polo. At least the corgis don't try to drown each other.
Domino's is testing an underwater drone for pizza delivery, a literal pepperoni submarine.
Finally, the kind of innovation humanity truly needs. Forget curing diseases, we're making pizza travel faster than a torpedo.
Only issue, sometimes your order might get intercepted by an alligator.
Mock waiter voice, I'm sorry, sir, your pizza was delivered but to the bottom of the food chain.
Imagine calling customer service. Yeah, hi, a crocodile just ate my Hawaiian. Do I still get a refund?
And you know some TikToker is already planning to livestream unboxing pizza at 20 feet deep.
Honestly, if this works, submarines won't be military tech anymore. They'll just be Pizza Hut vs. Domino's naval warfare.
Forget Cold War, welcome to the Cold Pizza War. In the US, scientists recorded the longest-lasting lightning bolt in history. It stretched across half the Midwest and lasted several seconds.
Basically, a lightning bolt that decided to take its time. Like, yeah, I'll zap you but I'm on break first.
A snail lightning, the world's first slow strike.
Still faster than my neighbor's Wi-Fi, and a whole lot more reliable.
Can you imagine explaining this to kids? Yes, Timmy, sometimes lightning is faster than Usain Bolt and sometimes it's slower than grandma backing out of the driveway.
I love how scientists celebrate it like sports fans. Ladies and gentlemen, new world record. Bolt lasted 17 Mississippis.
Some were Thor's embarrassed. Damn, I sneezed and set the Guinness record.
Honestly, it's 2025. Lightning has better career growth than me. Researchers found that smartphones are wrecking teen mental health, anxiety, insomnia, attention problems, the full modern starter pack.
Basically, everything you get from checking your work email except kids get it from TikTok, and with choreography.
Imagine a doctor diagnosing, I'm sorry, your child has stage 3 meme exposure, prescribing 1 hour of sunlight.
Parents are panicking, why is my son depressed? And the answer is literally, because he's watching strangers do Fortnite dances for 12 hours straight.
Honestly, if Shakespeare lived today, to scroll or not to scroll would be the teenage tragedy.
And the answer is always scroll, until 3 a.m., and then cry because you have school at 7.
Screens broke sleep, focus, friendships. Next they'll discover smartphones also cause bad hair days.
Too late, front camera already proved that. Chemists have created a new form of carbon, cyclo-48 carbon, a massive ring molecule.
Even the name sounds like a transformer that bullies other molecules. Cyclo-48, roll out.
Students already hate it. One more nightmare to memorize for exams.
Somewhere a chemistry teacher is rubbing their hands like a Bond villain. Yes, kids, fear the ring molecule.
And you know some poor freshman is asking, so can we smoke it?
Scientists, no, Jared, it's a molecule, not a blunt.
But to be fair, the discovery is huge. This structure could revolutionize nanotech, computing, and maybe even energy storage.
Or, more realistically, revolutionize how quickly students drop chemistry after freshman year.
Quick pause. If you're laughing, cringing, or screaming at these stories,
hit subscribe, drop a like, and tell us in the comments which headline you'd explain to aliens first.
I'd start with the zombie rabbits.
I'd start with Domino submarine pizza. Let the aliens know Earth has priorities. Physicists are testing whether gravity itself has a quantum nature. Basically, does gravity play by the rules of the tiny world?
Translation. They're trying to find out why cake always falls to the floor instead of floating like in sci-fi.
Spoiler alert, gravity hates birthdays.
These experiments are so delicate that even a tiny vibration can ruin them. Imagine explaining to your boss, "Sorry, we didn't discover quantum gravity today." Dave sneezed.
Meanwhile, normal people are just asking, "Cool, but can you make my Wi-Fi faster?"
Exactly. We're out here dropping billions to understand the universe, while half the planet just wants Netflix not to buffer.
If they do prove gravity is quantum, it changes physics forever.
And if they don't, nothing changes, except physicists write another 800-page paper that no one reads. A live vaccine against HIV has shown strong immune responses in trials.
After decades of failures, this could finally be a massive medical victory.
Scientists are cautiously optimistic, but honestly, this is the kind of headline that should be shouted from rooftops.
If it works, it'll be the most important live game the whole world supports. Bigger than the Super Bowl, bigger than the World Cup.
And finally, a global trend that isn't a TikTok dance.
Imagine the commercials, HIV, not today, beats any pharma ad with people kayaking while listing 300 side effects.
It's hope, finally. And it proves science can win if you give it enough time, money, and coffee.
Exactly. Humanity spends billions on pizza submarines, but when we spend billions on medicine, we actually save lives.
Priorities, people.
Japan launched its first osmotic power plant, making electricity just from mixing fresh water and salt water.
Basically, the planet's first energy cocktail. Shake it, don't stir.
And the best part, no smoke, no pollution, just salty vibes.
Somewhere in Texas, an oil executive is crying into his steak. They replaced me with ocean soup.
Imagine explaining to future kids, "Back in my day, we burned dinosaur juice for power."
And they'll go, "Grandpa, why didn't you just add salt?"
Honestly, if this works, sushi restaurants could double as power plants.
Perfect. Lights powered by soy sauce. Sustainable and delicious. A US golf tournament, a fly landed on a ball, and it rolled straight into the hole.
And the judges actually counted it.
So what now? Flies get PGA memberships.
At least their own ranking system. Buzzmasters 2025, sponsored by Raid.
Imagine Tiger Woods losing his title to a housefly.
Broadcasters screaming, and here comes the insect with a clutch performance.
Golf is finally exciting, all thanks to a bug.
Honestly, if we let flies play, maybe the game won't last 6 hours. In Australia, the Questecon Science Circus is teaching kids physics with magic tricks.
Basically Hogwarts, but with safety goggles.
Kids loved it way more than boring textbooks.
Because nothing says science is cool like blowing something up while your teacher yells, "For education."
Meanwhile, parents are like, "Great, now my kid thinks Mentos and Coke is a Nobel experiment."
But honestly, disguising science as fun might be the only way adults finally understand it too.
True, I learned more from Mythbusters than 4 years of high school chemistry.
Same. If my teacher had pulled a rabbit out of a beaker, I'd probably be a physicist by now. Immigration to the US fell by 1 million people, the sharpest drop in decades.
Experts blame the pandemic, politics, demographics, all the boring PowerPoint reasons.
But let's be real. Have you seen the rent prices in New York or San Francisco? You don't need ICE anymore. Just show new arrivals a Craigslist ad. Studio apartment, $3,900 a month. Shared bathroom with raccoons.
Yeah, forget the border wall. Zillow is the new immigration policy.
And don't even mention healthcare. A trip to the ER for a sprained ankle costs more than a flight back home.
Exactly. America isn't rejecting immigrants. America just sends them the hospital bill and a self-deport.
The irony? Politicians still argue about building the wall. Guys, relax. The landlord's already built one. It's made of rent, student loans, and $17 avocado toast.
Honestly, if Ellis Island had listed Manhattan prices back in the day, half our grandparents would have turned the boat around. Remnants of Hurricane Erin are drifting across the Atlantic toward Europe.
Which means Britain could spend Christmas under heavy rain.
So basically, every British Christmas ever.
Right, except now they get to call it hurricane-class drizzle. Imagine BBC weather. Terribly sorry, ladies and gentlemen. The apocalypse will be damp, but polite.
And you just know the Brits will still queue for the bus in 70 mph winds. Umbrellas turning insides out like sad parachutes.
Meanwhile in Spain, people are like, finally, free sangria mixer falling from the sky.
And in France, non monsieur, it's not rain, it's terroir enhancement.
Let's be honest. Europe handling hurricanes is like America handling BDs. Nobody's ready.
But hey, if climate change keeps this up, London's going full Miami, palm trees, beach bars, and hurricanes named Nigel.
Scientists developed a new cancer therapy, bacteria that deliver viruses directly into tumors.
Basically, microscopic Uber Eats for destruction. The virus shows up, rings the bell, hey, it's delivery, your tumor ordered a surprise. Boom, gone.
Trojan horse microbes. It's like the Greeks, but instead of soldiers, it's germs with PhDs.
And honestly, this is customer service Amazon Prime could never match. Package will be delivered inside your cells, guaranteed by Tuesday.
What I love is the creativity. Humanity spent centuries fearing bacteria, and now we're hiring them like mercenaries.
Somewhere in the future, a kid will ask, "Grandpa, how did you beat cancer?"
Well, sweetie, we turned germs into hitmen. Science basically invented microbial John Wick.
Imagine if tumors left Yelp reviews. 1 star, didn't expect my entire existence to be annihilated by bacteria with a virus inside.
Honestly, if this works, it's the greatest hostile takeover in medical history.
And that's the week, from giant rats and corgi races to hurricanes and Trojan microbes.
The world keeps looking less like reality and more like a tired Netflix script.
Stay safe, avoid zombie rabbits and lightning snails.
And remember, if it all feels absurd, you're just watching our show.
See you next week.